Hey ladies, your energy and attention is like money. In this economy, would you be giving your money away so freely? If the answer is no, then the answer should be no for your energy and attention as well. And we're going to get into it today because I really want to discuss the dangers of expelling your energy and attention. And we're also going to talk about the types of people, the archetypes of people who benefit from you giving your energy away so freely. So one of the first examples would be the empty vessels who come to you for guidance, for advice, to feel something, to feel anything. And this is not to say that people who come to you for advice are just horrible people, but you have to understand that there are some people who are in a perpetual state of hopelessness. What do I mean by this? I mean the people who you can tell till you're blue in the face to do X, Y, and Z to get them out of a situation, and they refuse not to because they're addicted to chaos and confusion. Okay, I'm sure we can all think of at least one person in our life who, no matter how many times we tell them to leave that toxic man, no matter how many times we tell them stop getting pregnant, no matter how many times we tell them, they don't listen. It's because those types of people are addicted to chaos and confusion. Because that's all their body and mind knows. It's like they crave it. So you expelling your energy, every time they call, you're answering the call and you know that the phone call is about to be an hour long because you're about to listen to them vent and then tell them the same exact things for them to not listen to you and turn around and do the same thing. You do understand that you pouring into them with your energy and with your emotions is exhausting. That's why after you get off the phone with those people, you feel like you just ran a marathon. It's because they're a bottomless cup. So the more you pour into them, the more it leaves. So you can't win with these types of people. Does that mean they're bad people? No, they just are coming to you from a place of wounding, and because of your attention and energy, and they know that they can get what they need from you when it comes to emotional sustenance, they're going to latch onto you. And then we have the people who are a little bit more sinister. So the people who you pour into but refuse to pour back into you. So in a lot of cases, this could be fake friends and toxic men. When it comes to fake friends, a lot of times they are around you just to take notes. These bitches have no identity. They have no self-idealization. They have no sense of self. So a lot of times envious and jealous women will latch themselves onto you, especially if you have a pure heart. You are a very giving, loving person. And if you give them attention because they have put you on a pedestal, they feel like they're just as important as you. And in a lot of cases, this is where the destiny swap attempt happens. It's because they get really close to you. They begin to study you, and they're using your energy and the attention you give them as fuel to become their greatest version, but really it's them just trying to compete with you and compare themselves to you. And then before you know it, they drop you, or you end up having to drop them, and then they run off and try to become you off of the energy that you unknowingly poured into them. You see how valuable your energy is and your attention is? It literally is currency. These people will come around you to siphon, and then when it's time for you to get what you need from them, they're nowhere to be found. It's like crickets. I have had maybe 2 or 3 friends like this where it's like they expected the world from me, but when it came to me needing it back from them, they were never able to give it to me. And it's because those people have an agenda of selfishness. Those people have an agenda of using decent human beings to their benefit. And their intentions were never to be a reciprocal friend to you. It was to siphon. It was to take. Same thing with toxic men. Narcissistic men literally get into relationships with beautiful, good-hearted, pure-hearted women to take from them. That is literally their only MO, is to take from you. So that's why when you end up in a relationship where you're cooking and cleaning for a man and you're pouring into him emotionally and you're showing up in ways that you're supposed to as a woman and as a mate, and you require it back from him, he's making all types of excuses. He's telling you you're too needy, you're too sensitive. Like now all of a sudden your basic needs in a relationship are too much for him. It's because he's there for the sole purpose to take from you. And if you knew how valuable your energy and attention is, you would have never ended up with a man like that anyway. You would have ended up with someone who values your attention, who values your energy, and who gives it back to you. The men who are non-toxic, the men who are healthy, and the men who are in the business of loving women genuinely, they understand the value of having a good woman behind them, having a beautiful, good woman in their corner. They know how valuable you are, but you have to get from around these toxic men because they will literally drain you dry and then make you think that you're not worth anything. And then you have the even more sinister people who are energy vampires. And these types of people are the ones who are looking to siphon your energy just for sport. Like, they're literally doing this as a pastime. So here's my example of like someone who's literally just miserable and bored. So yesterday when I was at the gym, I was on a machine and I set up my phone to record me on the other side of me. So this white lady had come to sit down, of course. This older white woman, I want to say she looked like maybe in her 50s. She came to sit down on the right side of me while my phone was recording me on the left side of me. So my phone, I have a magnet that I attach to the back of my phone that clings to anything that's metal. So I put my phone on the magnet and I put the magnet on the machine that's to the left of me. It wasn't in her way. It wasn't in her area. She had no reason to be anywhere near my phone. Okay. So I'm doing my workout. I'm recording myself. And of course I can feel eyes on me. So I don't acknowledge it, of course, because I know that my energy is currency. So I'm just going to ignore you. Like, until you do something that's violating to me or requires me to defend myself, then I will have to, speak up. So you just staring at me in nasty ways or glaring at me, side-eyeing me, looking at my phone, I don't really care about that. So I was minding my business, doing my workout. Do you guys want to know what this woman did? Do you know that she gets up? Mind you, she's on the right side of me. My phone is to the left of me. She gets up, walks past me, goes to my phone where my phone is on the other machine, stands in front of my phone and starts fidgeting with the machine like she's about to get on it. And I immediately knew, like, oh my gosh, this woman is bored and miserable. I see these types of things happen on TikTok all the time where people want to be seen. People want to, have exchanges and exchanging of words so badly that they will sabotage someone's gym video and like start peacocking in their video or just stand in front of the video to obstruct the view just to like cause an issue, like just for shits and giggles. So immediately I looked at her and I said, my phone is there. And she was like, what? What was that? She took her AirPod out. And I was like, my phone is there. Like, just like that. And my face looked so serious. And then she had the nerve, and I stood up to her so that she could see that I wasn't playing games. And she had the nerve to like get a little attitude. And she was like, oh, so you could use two machines? Oh, so you're using two machines? And she like rolled her eyes. And I said, no, I'm not, but my phone is there, so don't even try it. And I was like, excuse you. And I said it so loud. And the other people that were in the area were just like watching and looking and stuff. And like, it's so funny because if she really needed to use the machine, she would have been like, hey, I see your phone here. Can you just let me know when you're done so I can get on the machine? There's ways to use your manners and be polite and like ask someone if you need to use the machine. But I knew she didn't want to actually use it because I knew that she saw my phone and was going to try to mess with my video. So as soon as I saw her over there, I knew she wasn't about to get on the machine. She just wanted to bother me. And it's like, I talked to my best girl cousin about this, and she was literally like, she probably just wanted to say you were beautiful but didn't know how to. And it's like, girl, get out of your pride and just say, wow, your body looks really nice, or you're really beautiful, and call it a day. But some people would rather have negative interactions with you just to be able to like speak to you, just to be able to feel like they've been acknowledged by someone like you. And that's why I always advocate for beautiful women to be careful about how you expel your energy, because there are people like this woman who didn't even plan on using the machine. She just wanted to bother me because she ended up going to a different area of the gym after I had checked her. It's people like her that are constantly looking for us to come out of our character. It's people like her that are bored and miserable and want attention and see you, a beautiful exotical, a beautiful melanated woman, and want to take you out of your joy and peace and bother you because they're bothered by you. You see what I mean? Energy vampires. In some way, shape, or form, that woman probably got turned on by me having to check her. I know that sounds weird, but that's how a lot of these people are. They have problems. They literally get wet from you checking them and embarrassing them because you're that gorgeous. Okay, like you're that poppin' that they need to get some type of reaction from you, some type of negative interaction from you for them to feel fulfilled, that they were able to like bring you outside of your peace and outside of your character. You know what I mean? Energy vampires, avoid them. And finally, your energy is currency to people who are sick. What do I mean when I say sick? Mentally ill and demon-ridden people. Let's break it down, okay? So they are attracted to light. Darkness likes light. That is just how it is. Light doesn't seek darkness. It's the other way around. Darkness seeks light. And they're attracted to whatever is the opposite of them. So because they operate on a low vibration and in darkness, they naturally are going to be seeking out someone who is high vibing and a being of light. So you being the gorgeous girl that you are, you being the kind, sweet girl that you are, you with this like beautiful type of energy, you are like cream of the crop to sick people. You are like the pinnacle of energy that they can siphon because they lack what you naturally have. And that is a sad reality, but nonetheless, protect yourselves from those types of people because, again, like the example I gave about the bottomless pit type of girl or guy, they are just a hopeless case. You can't help those types of people. They have to help themselves. And so that is not your job to be healing people who literally cannot be healed by you. Like, you can't do it alone. And the second we learn that, like the second we let go of our mentally ill and toxic family, the second we let go of our mentally ill and toxic partners, the second we let go of our mentally ill and toxic bosses, managers, friends, whoever, you will realize that it was nothing that you could have done. You start to have this like come to Jesus moment where you realize that there was nothing you could have done to help those people and that they were just going to continue to siphon and siphon and siphon because that is all they can do until they decide that that's not enough for them and they want to get healthy for themselves instead of using other people to trick themselves into becoming a healthy human being. So ladies, that is all I have for today. Drop down in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts on this topic. Have you dealt with energy vampires in any capacity? Let me know what your thoughts are, how you have combated people trying to siphon your energy in whatever area of life. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box below so you can share any stories that you have with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.